Hello everybody out there in YouTube land. I wanted to speak to truckers today. If you are a semi-truck driver, a delivery courier guy, if you are anybody who is in the transportation industry, flight attendants, pilots, if you are any kind of transportation and you have to be away from your family for long periods of time, first of all, I want to say thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you to military families for their sacrifice, for being away from their family for months, weeks, years at a time. You guys are really incredible people. And I have so much respect for you, and I know it's not easy. I was a truck driver myself for about a year and a half, and so I can relate to what the job is like, and it's not fun being away from your family all the time. And I actually wanted to come on here and say, first of all, if you want to get out of that lifestyle of traveling all over the place, because I know after a while it just gets to be mundane, it gets to be boring, it's not really exciting anymore, and you're just like, I have to keep doing it because this is what I know how to make income. 3 weeks. I know a lot of truck drivers, they live in mobile homes, or if they own a mobile home, they own some land, and that's not really the kind of lifestyle that you want. It's just the one that you figured, I'm not going to be there enough to make it matter anyway, so you just buy something cheap that you can just come home to. But I know you want a better lifestyle than what you have, and so I just want to tell you a story about my father. My dad was a truck driver, and he was a truck driver for 30 years. He started out driving trucks for the oil fields in North Dakota, and he was very successful at that, and he had a really bad accident. He actually fell off the semi-truck and broke his back, and that took him out of truck driving for quite a while, and this was obviously when I was a kid. And then after he got back on his feet and did some different stuff for a while, my dad went back into truck driving when we were just young, probably 10, 12 years old, something like that. And I guess it was the easiest way for my dad to make money, the simplest way for him to make money. But the unfortunate part was it robbed us of our relationship. It robbed us of our relationship with our dad. It robbed us of having a father figure around us. It robbed us of, my mom had already passed away when I was 9 years old in a car wreck, and so my dad was all that we had. And for him to always be gone was never an easy thing. And he just went through life playing Santa Claus. When he'd come around, he would just do whatever we wanted to do because he didn't know how to treat us any other way, so he would just be Santa Claus when he came, and then he would take off, and then he would come back and be Santa Claus, and but we didn't really have a close relationship. We didn't really spend a lot of time together, and my dad drove a semi-truck for 30 years, 18-wheeler for all different companies, and my dad was a very wise man. He had a master's degree. He could have done so many other things besides driving truck, but he chose to drive truck. And he spent time away from his family for all those years. And for what? When my dad turned 54, after 30 years of driving semi-truck, my dad got cancer, and within 9 months, my dad had passed away. And I just think, it's a sad deal for a semi-truck driver or anybody who really travels, goes away from their country or company, their family for a long time. It's a really sad deal for them to be gone for such a long period of time and not be able to have their family with them. God bless you guys. It's an incredible thing that you do, and at the same time, I know that you want out. I know if you're in the military, you're not making that much money. The military doesn't pay you a whole lot. And if you choose to, stay in, you got to stay in for like 20 years and hope that you survive whatever war issues that are going on in order for you to, come home after those 20 years. And I bless you for the service. I think it's amazing. And if you feel called to the military, that is awesome. But I know there's people who get started in the military and they have a family and they're far from their home. And they're far from their kids, and they watch their kids grow up in pictures instead of watching their kids grow up right next to them in their arms. Your kids need their dads. Your kids need their moms. That's life. We need each other. God created us for relationship with one another. And so I just think it's real sad. My dad spent 30 years driving truck, only to get cancer while he was driving truck. If he would have come out of the cancer, they had another trucking job for him where he could have come and worked in the office. But we had no real relationship. We had no real hangout. We didn't really have much of a connection, you know. And up until the last couple of years, I didn't really know my dad all that well because he was always gone, always living somewhere else, and never really investing into our relationship. And you know, the last couple of years, I've been all over the world, and I've prayed for several people, tons of people, and I've seen miracles happen. I've prayed for people, and just the fire of God has just hit them. I've seen skin cancer completely disappear. I've seen different other kinds of cancers completely be dissolved. I've seen tumors on necks completely disappear. I mean, the power of God has worked through me in so many amazing ways. And, you know, that's one of the compliments my dad gave me was, you know, Scott, you always helped me grow closer to the Lord. And what a blessing that is. What a legacy for my future to know that I impacted my dad like that the last couple years of his life. But we never got to have that close relationship that I would have desired. I'm sure my dad desired because he was always out trucking. Trucks, and it's a hard life on the road. You know, sometimes I didn't know if I was driving or if I was parked. Sometimes I was, you know, really hot in the vehicle I was in the semi-truck I was in, but I couldn't do anything about it because I couldn't spend any more gas money to keep the thing cold when I'm sitting in one spot. And vice versa, you know, you want to keep your truck warm, but then the company doesn't let you run it past so much time, otherwise you got to start paying them for it. And, I mean, how much care is that for the drivers and the people that take care of everything that needs to happen? And they're limiting you on how you can, you know, stay warm, for goodness sakes. That just really bothers me. If you love truck driving, God bless you, and I'm glad you're a truck driver, because we need things all over this country. If you're a military person, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for the sacrifice that you have done for my family and for everyone in this country, because without you, we wouldn't have the freedom that we do. If you fly airplanes, thank you. I like flying on airplanes. I like traveling the world, and your job is important. Your life is valuable, and what you can do for your family, nobody else can do for your family. What you can do for your wife, your daughter, your son, nobody else can do that. Nobody else can be there for them. And I love the fact that you are willing to sacrifice for your family, but it's time for you to spend more time with your family. And so I just want to say I love you. God bless you. I will pray personally for you, and I just want to be an encouragement to you. I'm an encourager. I'm a person who is willing to pray with you. I'm a man of God. I tell truth and honesty. I'm not a deceiver. I'm not a liar. And I do the best to my ability to be honest in everything that I do. And so if you're willing to, you know, lock arms with someone like me, I would be happy to be that guy to help you out and to move your life forward, help you get out of a truck, help you get out of the military, because I have some military friends myself that want to get out, but the only thing that's keeping them is their retirement. And that's a sad deal because he's watching his daughter grow up without him. 8. Receive Jesus as your Lord and Savior. Yes, I said it. I am a Christian. I believe in God. I have faith in God. God works miracles through me. And receive Jesus as your Lord and Savior if you don't have Him as your Lord and Savior. You are out on the front lines, either driving or in the military, and things could happen every single day. My mom was taken out in a car wreck. I've been in a few different car wrecks where God has saved me each and every time, and somebody said, you know, the police or the fire department or whatever would always be like, you know, you should have died in this wreck. You should have died in that wreck. I had a high-speed chase that almost took out my car. I mean, it is dangerous on the roads. It's dangerous in the military. I'm willing to help you because this is bigger than you and me. I have a daughter on the way. She's due in August, and I'm so excited. This is my first child, and I have a gorgeous wife. She's from Kenya, and she's just an amazing, amazing woman. I love spending time with her, and I just want to bless you, and I'll connect with you when you connect with me. Have a blessed day.